Hits 105.5. That was Rod Stewart with My Heart Can't Tell You No. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday morning. That song was number 7 this week back in 1989. Before that was Not Was with Walk the Dinosaur. That was number 9 this week back in 1989. In the studio with me right now, I have Shelby County Commissioner Julie Eheman with Around the County. Good morning, Julie. How are you?
Good morning, Tracey. I'm struggling through cold, but life is good.
Yeah.
So we'll get through it, you know.
You got this.
You watch the grandsons for a couple of days, and whatever they had, you have.
Yeah. They are so cute, but
they're adorable, but they're germy little children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, nothing bothers them. They just like being in the dirt and the mud, don't they?
Oh, my gosh. They had so much fun with their little shovels and their tractors and moving dirt. It was, yeah.
Yeah. And that just entertains them.
They had a blast.
You can tell
they told me how many loads they moved.
Future farmers of America right there. Well, I told you that on the Facebook, I think it was, I saw where it was County Government Month, too.
It is. April is County Government Month.
Yeah.
And so the County Commissioners Association put out some really good materials, some of which I shared with you.
Yes.
But so they've kind of broken it down, and this week we're talking about justice and public safety.
Okay.
And I thought it would be a good time to kind of hit on what that means for Shelby County. So we have the sheriff's office that preserves the peace, the prosecutor's office that prosecutes criminal activity, and the county court system, which mediate and adjudicate on many issues from juvenile and domestic relations matters to criminal cases. In Shelby County, we have 3 different court systems. We have Judge Beigel that does probate and juvenile. And we have Judge Stevenson that does common pleas, and Judge Carter does municipal court. So each one is assigned different duties. The juvenile court handles delinquencies, traffic, unruly, paternity, truancy, contributing and abuse, neglect and dependency cases. It handles custody of children of unwed parents, visitation, and child support. And it has a lot of traffic court and that kind of stuff that you would think of juvenile court doing. But anymore, they really get into a lot of custody cases, and when children are in crisis, they have to deal with those issues. Municipal court deals with criminal misdemeanors, driving under the influence, other traffic, civil cases, evictions, small claims, some felonies, and then common pleas gets into your more involved drug cases and larger felonies such as murders and rape and situations like that. So I wanted to give a shout out to each one of those judges. And then our sheriff's office handles normal patrols throughout the county, and they take care of everything within the jail. We have 188 beds in the jail, and so the sheriff's office handles all of that. We have, they handle dispatch. So, if you call 911, it's going to be the sheriff's office that answers, and it's going to be them that dispatches someone to, rescue or fire or whatever that might be. Then you've got probation services, 911 and emergency management, the coroner, indigent defense, which is our public defender.
Okay.
So if someone has been charged with a crime and they don't have the funds to pay for that, then the public defender takes care of that. So it seems kind of weird because the court pays not only for prosecuting of cases, but defending of cases.
Okay.
And we have different offices that handle that. So it's a big matter. That's where most of the tax dollars go to, is administering justice within the county.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, and that's something that people probably did. I mean, that's part of your county.
It's a huge part of the county. Huge part.
And a lot of people don't understand the different court systems.
Yes,
Thank you for explaining that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and people get confused too over city situations and county. I'm sure, I know we have a lot of people come into the annex and they're looking for a particular service, and we have to direct them over to the city. And I'm sure it's vice versa, that maybe they're looking for their recorder's office and they're in the wrong building. So our people at the front door are more than happy to help you find out where you need to go. Even if it's not in our building, we will help you find out where you need to go.
Yeah, and they're always very kind. Yes, exactly. And some people don't even know where some of those court systems are because
Right. So the Sydney Municipal Court is over in the Monumental Building. Mm-hmm. And then common pleas and juvenile court are in the main courthouse.
Yes.
So they're not even, you're right, they're not even in the same building.
Yeah. And the only reason I know that, being a bus driver, long story, but if you contest something, that's where you go to the probate.
Right. Yeah, and if you're looking to get your marriage license, then you go to the courthouse and you go to the probate court, which Judge Beigel is part of. So.
Yeah, and then if you need a copy of something like your marriage license or whatever, you go there. So
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I make notice of our clerk of courts. They handle so much paperwork through for our court systems. It's amazing everything that they have to process through there. So I want to make sure that I give a shout out to our clerk of courts office too, because there's a lot of stuff that goes through there that they have to handle.
Yeah. I worked there for like a year, and they do, and that was back in the day before computers were really a big thing, and everything was on paper, and you had to be super organized, and so those ladies were amazing. They were great to work with, but it is a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of e-filing that goes on now, so that kind of streamlines process. It doesn't get rid of a lot of stuff because there's so many things that the Ohio Revised Code requires that individual mailers must be done, and they must be certified to make sure that people receive that mailing. So they have to handle that all.
Yeah, and it's interesting. And you're going to provide some fun facts about Shelby County during Ohio Government Month.
I am. Well, I thought it was fun facts, that we have 3 courts, because a lot of communities have more courts than that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They'll have multiple municipal judges, and probate and juvenile will be broken apart. And they may have a specific drug court or a specific veterans court, where we've kind of got things consolidated and pretty tight right now. But as long as our judges feel that they're capable of handling the cases that come through, I believe in efficiency. So I don't want to create something just to create something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because don't break it if it's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been very fortunate. I haven't gone through the court system for a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So if anybody wants more information, they can go to the website, and I'm reading at the same time, Why Counties Matter. Yeah, look that up.
Why Counties Matter. Yeah.
I like that. And there's 88 counties here in Ohio.
Right.
And you and the other 2 commissioners just went and did a few things as far as what our needs are here in Shelby County, and we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, met with our legislators and talked about some of our capital needs, and then we touched on some of the other things like the cost of jail maintenance, because there's a big push to help fund counties with new jails, and we're not asking for a new jail. But the amount of maintenance that is required on the 30-year-old building is astounding. We recently replaced locks and intercom systems, and we've got some doors that need replaced. And you think about that, and then you need to triple the price, because when you're talking about jails, there's limited places that give you the exact specifications that you need for a jail. So just triple the cost, because that's how it's going to be.
When was that building? You said 30 years ago? I can't believe that.
Yes. About the time that our daughters were born.
Okay, so
that's why it's easy for me to remember.
That's me as well. Well, I'm doing a countdown of 1989, and I have a kid that's going to be 35. Anyway, that's year he was
your
born.
Other 2 weren't even born yet.
No, but that's how I base things. Oh, it was in elementary. It was built in 1993. That's 31 years ago. That's how I know, based on when our kids are born. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Julie, and
thanks for having me. I really do appreciate the radio giving us this time.
Oh, I appreciate you, because I'm going to keep reading this. I got to put that down, because I'm being distracted, because I love to read this and our Shelby County history, and you taught me some things about the courts. I had no idea. I didn't know that. So thank you. I appreciate it. It's informative here at Around the County. All right. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Stand by REM. It's Hits 105.5.